Hi guys, hello, Merry Meet everybody. It's MicheleMarieDalene. Today we're going to talk about a couple things. This is a bcast, so it's a little longer. But first, let's talk about something to do with your network security. We live in an age where everybody's using wireless networks on the go. We utilize things like coffee shop networks, often wondering, is my data really secure? How do I know that the guy at the table next to me isn't running a packet sniffer? You don't. Even if he's logged into your network, you think your connection between your computer and the Wi-Fi is encrypted. It is. But if he's logged in, he can still sniff the packets. It's called a man in the middle snooping, okay? There's a way to protect yourself from it. Get TunnelBear, and you can actually totally protect your connection from laptop, desktop, cell phone, all the way to TunnelBear server. Now, there's no logging at your ISP. There's no worrying about some man in the middle snooping on your IPs or clear text passwords. It's all encrypted with 256-bit AES encryption. And what's nice is with the 7-day offer, you can try TunnelBear for free for 7 days. Kick the tires, give it a try. And if you are committed to something, you can even get a better deal if you sign up for a 1-year plan for TunnelBear. That's right, you can save a huge chunk of money. And that's like $59 for the year. Hey, what do you have to lose? Besides watching someone steal your passwords, usernames, email addresses, credit card numbers, and everything else in this day and age that are so key to your development. So why don't you protect yourself right now with TunnelBear? The next topic we're going to talk about is this, and that is the soup kitchen. Now, I talked to the staff at the soup kitchen, and there's a couple concerns that are going on, and some of them are pretty disturbing. So let's get started with the basics. Ever since I left the soup kitchen's live streaming and doing blogs at the soup kitchen's donations have dropped exponentially. Thanks a lot, Soup Kitchen Pete. You just basically killed your soup kitchen. Allow me to explain why. The soup kitchen, however, also has also run into problems with lack of donations, meaning not enough food to feed everybody. And because of that reason, the soup kitchen has been doing poorly. They need more donations. The Open Door Soup Kitchen in Winston, Connecticut also told me that their lease expires at the current location in 2 years, which means that there may not be a soup kitchen in 2 years. On top of that, the existing current director, which is named Carrie, wants to retire. Carrie, when she retires in 2 years, basically it's going to say, sayonara, the soup kitchen will close, everybody will be hungry and homeless, and nobody will be happy. But we have a plan. Me and my friends have been talking about ways to improve the soup kitchen and guarantee that it can continue to grow. What I suggested and what my friends suggested are a little different. So I wanted to explain my suggestion. And I'll talk about theirs too. What they said, the first thing is that the soup kitchen has been a lot of volunteers have been doing a lot of cooking and a lot of food. The problem is that the soup kitchen doesn't always know how many people are coming for lunch. So sometimes they make too much food, and all of it ends up in the skiff. That's a problem. That's a big problem. Another thing that happens is that the soup kitchen also has staff that doesn't know what the other staff is doing. There's a lack of communications. Very bad. You want to keep all the staff on the same page and the same objective. If you can't do that, it's not going to work. And it's a fact of life. In general, in any business, or even any not-for-profit, same deal. Everybody has to know their part in the system and to make it work correctly. Too many chiefs and not enough in the end. You got to have a staff and a crew that knows and has a plan. Now, Number 3, which was where my videos came in, we have to promote our product. If you can't promote your product, in this case, the Open Door Soup Kitchen at 160 Main Street, Winston, you're not going to have a soup kitchen very long because the donations are going to dry up. And we only had 4,000 hours this year for food budget, and they've already pretty much depleted it. That's $400 for 10 months, people. Figure it out. If you think about all the food that they have to buy because the donations are down, that means that they're going to buy it at the quickest, fastest way possible, which is not necessarily the best way. It's not the cheapest way. Ask anybody. Quick, cheap, or fast. Pick any of the two. If you want quick and you want fast, it ain't going to be cheap. If you want quick and cheap, finding, researching, and investing the time to find the right supplier, produce, whatever, isn't going to be as fast. That's the reason why the soup kitchen needs to work on improving its bottom line. I suggested that the soup kitchen should work with a day labor place such as Labor Ready, for the purpose that Labor Ready is a place where people can go for work for a day. With the Donald Trump's Make America Great Again, it makes sense. People sometimes just want to earn a little bit extra money. Hey, why not? Especially if you're just starting to get back into the workforce, this could be the key to your self-sufficiency. And we're working in concert with places like Labor Ready. The soup kitchen can also get people a chance to become more familiar with programs like Labor Ready, and so they can eventually get off the system and possibly return the favor when they do well and donate a little bit to the soup kitchen that got them started. Great idea. Likewise, I wanted to give credit to the original company that sponsored my show, even though, unfortunately, we kind of went our separate ways. The Von Braun Enterprises and I went our own ways because of the fact that I wouldn't support their tire ad. And that's okay, because, like I explained, I already am working with Tunnel Bear now. And Tunnel Bear, as I said, is doing a better program with commissions. I mean, I can make a nice sizable little commission, not much, but I can make a nice little commission here for every person that signs up for Tunnel Bear. Now, I have 2 offers out, but I'm only really focusing on the 7-day one because so many people don't understand what a VPN is. So many people don't feel comfortable, ready to take that big leap of faith and signing up for a whole year plan for an internet service provider. Tunnel Bear gives you 2 choices. Tunnel Bear offers a month-by-month paid plan, where you can choose for $9.95 a month. You can get your basic Tunnel Bear coverage, and it is going to protect you from the bad guys. Why would you want to make the bad guys' lives easy? Make their lives hard. Make them sweat, like I'm doing right now. Thank you very much. And make them sweat. Make them work for the stealing of your data, by not giving them a chance to make it easy to store in a clear text packet sniffer and steal your passwords and usernames. That's what they do. So if you're, speaking of how important that is, if you're in a coffee shop and you're on an open Wi-Fi, you don't want to leave your information unencrypted because you don't know if the guy at the next table is running a packet sniffer and being just an asshole. You don't know. It's a public place. And public places means just that. I got accused of having people saying that I was picking up their conversations on my microphone. Well, if they had the equivalent of a VPN between each other, all my microphone would get is gibberish. It wouldn't be able to understand what they were saying. But that's human speech. So that's not that. But it's the same thing. You're using an open internet connection, like a soup kitchen or something like that. They're going to hear it. They're going to see it. They're going to read it. And yes, because this data is worth money, they're going to steal it. It's so simple to protect yourself. Just sign up for Tunnel Bear and try the 7-day trial and see how it works for you. Protect yourself. Protect your family from malicious spying. And yes, it will even keep the NSA and the CIA and the FSB all out of your data. which is great because, let's be honest here, with the new EU policies on encryption and all this, you want to keep your data between you and your intended source, not for everybody else's prying eyes to pick up. That's your data. It's your right to protect your data. Remember what I said yesterday about firewalls? Firewalls protects the bad guys from getting in, but they do not protect the bad guys from sifting your data when it gets out. So that's where TunnelBear is going to be the tool you need. Here's another advantage of TunnelBear. For those of you who do not know this, is this. Let's say you're in Canada. Let's say you're visiting friends in Canada. You want to see your local TV shows. Well, guess what? Canada doesn't necessarily be able to receive American TV shows because of copyright laws. Not a problem. You just go ahead and take your laptop with your TunnelBear service to Canada, log into the TunnelBear system, and go ahead, select an American ISP output, and you can watch all your American TV shows in Canada, in Germany, in Finland, in the UK. It's that good. And it's secure. So nobody but you in the final destination is going to be able to see what's going on. That's what makes a VPN like TunnelBear important in the 21st century. Don't forget, even at a price of $10 a month, you are secured. Your ISP can't log crap. All see is that you're using TunnelBear. That's it. That's all you have to know. They don't need to know that you're watching WNBC or WABC or that you're going on to the Pirate Bay SC or whatever. That's between you and that final destination. That VPN protects you. It prevents people from spoofing you IP address. It prevents reverse DNS attacks. Think about what that is. When somebody knows, for example, that you're connected into a local ISP such as Frontier, how hard would it be for someone to do a denial of service attack on you? Not hard. But when this, on the output side of the TunnelBear system, all I see is TunnelBear. They don't see that you're actually connected into a computer in Winsted, Connecticut. And that is going to protect you from the bad guys. And what's nice is with the 7-day trial is you can try it for 7 days free. How good is that? You're protected. You're safe. Your data is between you and the intended recipient. That's a big deal. So even though the soup kitchen, some people were saying was my microphone was picking them up promiscuously. Well, guess what? If that was a data connection and they were using TunnelBear, my microphone would get this gibberish. And they would have been feeling that the conversations were secure. That's what makes it so awesome. So click on the link in the description below and find out more about TunnelBear. Now back to the news. Now, what I was trying to say is the soup kitchen is going to be theoretically closing in 2 years. The lease expires in 2020, and then the hall, which belongs to St. James Church, is going to go back to St. James Church after the lease is over. That means that in 2 years there may not be no food any more meals at the soup kitchen because there won't be a soup kitchen. People are saying big deal. Other people like me are saying that's a big problem. And the problem is we know how to fix it. So all you have to do is think about how we do it. Number one, cut out the middleman. Organize the rules. Make sure everybody's on the same page. Key piece right there. Number two, look for the best prices on the supplies that you know you're going to use. What about the things that we don't eat? What about napkins, plates, paper towels, toilet paper? That stuff, plastic forks, plastic knives, plastic or foam cups, all of that stuff. We would need that. So you would want to find the best supplier at the lowest possible price that could give us the best deal. That's one of the most important things that the soup kitchen does not do. Because they want to depend on donations. Well, if the donations are lean, you need to get mean. You have to come up with a better plan to make your bottom line stretch. It's the same as with any individual family. You don't go out there and go buy frozen pizzas at some gourmet frozen pizza store if you can only afford to feed a family for a night for $10. No, you're going to either A, go to Aldi and buy fresh ingredients and make your own food, which is the best way to go. Or if it's for yourself and you're in a hurry, which still, remember I told you about the 3 things? Cheap, fast, or good. Well, then your choices are, if you want cheap and good, it's not going to be fast, which means you're going to cook your own food, you're going to make your own ingredients, make your own pizza, fresh flour, pizza dough, and everything. That's great. It's cheap, it's not fast, but it's certainly healthier, because you can choose the contents. If you want fast and good, then you're going to probably go ahead and go get the frozen pizza. That's not going to be cheap. That's a fact. You can't have everything. So when you are trying to bring people into the soup kitchen, as I said before many times, is also a social environment where people actually want to be here. It's a place where they gather. It's a place where they talk to each other. It's a place where they actually meet up. Some would say, who cares? I care. A lot of people in this community that go to the soup kitchen, if they didn't have that social environment, would be isolated. Being isolated sucks because now you don't know the programs or services available to you. That's the reason why I am fighting passionately to protect the soup kitchen from the minions of despair. I'm trying to make sure the soup kitchen exists for another few 25 years. The soup kitchen's been around for about 25, 30 years. Let's keep it going. But we need to get ready to deal with the realities that there has to be some changes. That's unfortunate. That's life. In fact, Multimedia J said it perfectly. In this millennial time period, nothing is constantly assured. Everything changes. The world is not the same, or I complain on it from this month to next month being the same. Things are too fluid now. He's right. And you know what? We need to get used to thinking that's the way it is. My channel is growing. My channel is growing because I'm planning for the future of this channel becoming a much bigger channel. I'm focusing on what the people want. And by the way, speaking of that, don't forget that on Sunday of this week I have our live stream, and it starts at 7 p.m. and Eastern time. And do not forget, on Wednesday, although this may not just cover specifically just climate, we and the North American Snow King are having a debate at 7 o'clock. During that debate, the actual chat screen will be masked off. There will not be no chat questions shown on the screen. Why? Because we don't want anybody potentially getting also confused. Only person who's going to be reading the questions is R11H30. He's going to look at your questions. He's going to see what you got asking. He will ask the ones that he feels fits. It's going to cover a lot more than just climate change, I am sure. And we are ready to go. Both of us. The North American Snow King and I are ready for you to ask your questions. But the moderator is going to be R11H30. And so because of that, we need you to understand that no, the phone will not be on Wednesday's debate. There will be no phone calls. No. No phone calls. But definitely, it'll be good. By the way, I'm going to put both the Tunnel Bear offers in the description, and so that you can see them, check them out. Because I figured, why not? But for now, thank you very much, guys, for watching this. And don't forget to do subscribe to the channel. Do like it. I am trying. So Lemmy's trying. Actually, Lemmy didn't get a chance to talk much. Lemmy didn't get a chance to talk. You wanted to say something? Yeah. Just like Michelle said. I'm looking forward to this debate. I will not be part of the debate. I got a feeling Matt is not going to be part of the debate either. Unless R11H30 wants me and Matt to be part of that debate, or if it's going to be a separate debate. The reason we want that is I insist, let's see if the North American Snow King can stand on his own 2 feet without Matt affirming everything he says. I agree with that. Would be a good idea because, I think that would be a very, very wise idea. Okay, guys. See you later. Bye-bye. Bye-bye, everybody.